Hello, Ozark here, host talking with famous people, and we're talking with J-Matt, the Inquisitive One, about his inquisitiveness. So, J-Matt, what would you like to be inquisitive about?
Basically, like whenever there's a rabbit hole, like instead of running away from the rabbit hole or like trying to get some sense of death about how far the rabbit hole goes, like some other people talk about, like my objective is to jump down as many as possible to determine the real truth of the situation, regardless of whether I think I already know.
You're after the real truth. I'm inquisitive about the real truth as well. I'm not entirely in favor of an inquisition based upon the real truth, but I would say that as a general rule, I am in favor of chasing the truth. What do you think, J-Matt, the Inquisitive One, about Stainless Bear's claim that the Berenstein Bears never had stain in them?
I'm not sure. This is something we'll have to investigate.
Okay. Does anybody else have an opinion about the Berenstein Bears issue? Because I am somebody who remembers it quite clearly as EIN and find it difficult to believe that it's always been AIN. But I also know that the suggested reasoning for why it appears that way to me is probably nonsense. Does anybody else have any opinion about this? Lorenz Walker.
I would think
Go ahead.
I'd think it'd be EIN or else it'd be stain.
You'd think, right? You'd think. It trips me out. It trips me out like nothing's tripped me out in a long time. Because I had not heard about this thing, right? The Berenstein Bears is spelled with AIN. Spelled AIN, and then it's always been spelled with AIN. And all the research that anybody can do has proves that it has always been spelled AIN. And nobody can find a confirmed example of any book that is spelled EIN or something like that. Or there's a couple of claims that maybe they found this example or that example. I don't know. But
see,
go ahead.
I don't want to add to the, conspiracy or whatnot, but I swear I remember as a kid it being stain. I mean, yeah, is that right? Or no, like Stein or something like that. It was like, I think once I remembered it, it's like Bernstein even. I don't.
Right, Stein or Stain, but not Stain, is what I remember it as. I don't know. You're saying you remember it as STEIN or STEEN or something like that, or what?
Never without the I. It was always the I, but I thought it was an E, not an A.
I thought it was an E as well. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, is it pronounced, why do they pronounce it Berenstein when it's spelled Stein? Not thinking to myself, why do they spell it Berenstein? Why do they pronounce it Berenstein when it's spelled Stain? I never thought that.
Well, I'm looking it up right now, and it was made by Stan and Jan Berenstein, and I can't find out who their parents were, so that's a little fishy. Their lineage doesn't go back past that.
It just pops into reality and time to make those books and have their name changed by multiple universes, huh?
It's one of the unfixed glitches in the Matrix, I think.
Right, that's what they say.
You might just bribe somebody going into, New York or whatever in the 20s, and then change their name there. Probably used to be Steen.
But the books are old. I mean, the books aren't that old. The books aren't old as the 20s. They're like since like the late 60s or 70s or something.
It's not like autocorrect. You don't just change your name and then all the book names change with it.
Right. So, anybody else remember it one way or the other?
I mean, I thought it was EIN. So I don't know.
Are there other examples of this phenomenon?
Stainless Bear says it was for sure Stain. Stainless Bear, you're crazy. That's because you're so young. You don't remember it. Back before the change. Back before the universe switch.
Maybe it changed with the
year 2000. It wasn't for sure Stain. Oh, it wasn't for sure Stain. Right. Well, you should dig them out, Adorable Cloud. Will you be shocked to discover that it's STAIN on them if it is? Yeah, right. It shouldn't be STAIN. There's no fucking way.
My question is, why would the universe flip?
Well, maybe. Who knows why? I mean, that's the thing. The point is, like, it's representative of some happening that wasn't supposed to happen, that necessitated everybody being in the wrong universe or something like that. When we were young, we worked on phonetics a lot more. There's no way in hell it was Stain. Right. There's no way in hell it was Stain. Fuck no, it was Stain. No. it was STEIN. And now if you look at pictures of the books, they're all AIN on them. And it's like, that's so wrong.
If it was Stain when I was little, I probably would have thought it was a, like, not like dirty, like, you know, like innuendo related, but just like, oh, stain, that's like the word dirty, but it's like I had never made that connection. I never,
right.
It was always Stein to me, or, you know, whatever.
Right. So I don't know. That thing trips me out. And what's funny is when I type it in a title, Berenstein on YouTube, and it says it's misspelled. And when you ask it to correct
I just did it. I did it on Google, and it's like, did you mean Berenstein?
Yeah, and it corrects you. And when I try to add to the dictionary, it won't let me add it either, which is extra weird.
Well, what I try to do is I try to look up the last name Berenstein in the United States, and I'm not finding anything and saying, did you mean Berenstein?
Spelled how?
With EIN. Like,
oh, I see. Okay.
I'm trying to find out if there's another family named Berenstain, because I don't think that's a name.
Right, it's not even a name. I tell you, our reality overlords are playing a trick on us.
There was a court case. Oh no, that's Bernstein. That's not Berenstein.
Okay, so the mystery continues unsolved, but I don't hear a lot of Stain voters in this room at the moment. So, thanks for watching. What's that?
I didn't even know about this until I Googled it.
You didn't know about this? You didn't know about the most important controversy of our times?
I did not.
Yeah. Who told you about that?
I think
Googled it.
Out.
Was it Lorenz Walker or somebody else? I think it was Lorenz Walker who told me.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's super crazy.
That's nuts. I mean, in 1957, there was some weird stuff going on. You got, like, Sputnik and stuff. I don't know.
That's right around the Roswell time, I think.
Yeah, Roswell. You got some weird stuff going on in 57. That was a weird year.
Is that the first book of the Berenstein Bears or what?
Yeah, that was like they wanted it to get, like, at first I think it was affiliated with Dr. Seuss, or like they were trying to get it in a Dr. Seuss book. It was called Freddy's Bear Spanking. So it wasn't Berenstain Bears yet, but it was like the first story with that family
Freddy's
in it.
Bear Spanking?
Yeah, Freddy's Bear Spanking. Bear Spanking. That's it.
Oh.
I don't know what that was about, but yeah.
That's before the children are born in the book series. It's just between mom and dad. Papa and Mama Bear. That's how the babies are born. Okay. Well, interesting news about the Berenstein Bears, and no, not STAIN. Thanks for watching.